Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, June 30th. We're just giving you an update of the heat wave and our temperatures expected through the holiday weekend and into next week. So our overview is the main concern is temperatures with the unprecedented heat continuing today, and then temperatures remaining well above average for this time of the year, very hot across the region through the holiday weekend, and then above normal temperatures continuing into next week. There is a very small chance of thunderstorms today, and then a broader area potential for Thursday and Friday, and then a small chance along the Canadian border for the weekend, which is something we want to discuss with you guys. So let's go over quickly what happened yesterday with the record high temperatures. So several all-time record high temperatures occurred across the region. You can see Spokane, Omak, Wenatchee, Ephrata all exceeded their all-time record high. And you can see most of the region had widespread low 100s across the region. The record high for the state of Washington before this heat wave was 118. It was 118 as well for Idaho. And you can see in southern Washington there are some locations that have 118, 119. And we are aware of that. And we will be sending someone out to gather some data and see how the calibration of those sensors were, and then sending that to the state committee to look over and verify if those really are new record high temperatures for the state of Washington. These are preliminary for the all-time record high. It's preliminary right now. It will take a little bit of time to get verification of that. So our record high temperatures for today, you can see yellow means it's at or breaking record temperatures. And you can see today we are expecting, again, record temperatures for at least June 30th. Temperatures today are going to be 25 to 30 degrees above average. And you can see after today, they do start to drop off. And but still above average. Thursday through Sunday, we're still talking 15 to 20 degrees above average. And by Monday through Wednesday, we're talking 10 to 15 degrees above average. So yes, we are going to be cooling down, but we're still going to be really hot for this time of the year. Now, average high temperatures for this time of the year for Spokane is 80, for Lewiston is 85, and for Wenatchee is 83. So it's still going to be very hot. Now, our low temperatures for the area, you can see, again, the yellow is at or breaking records. So you can see, again, tonight is going to be probably another record warm low temperature for most of the region. Spokane did break their all-time record warm low this morning. And I know you're thinking Bonners Ferry, oh my goodness, it's record heat. Well, their records, I believe, only go back to about the 1990s, whereas places like Lewiston and Spokane, our period of record is 140 years. So you can see that this is pretty unprecedented. In 140 years that we've been taking observations, you know, we're exceeding our all-time records. So with these low temperatures, you know, it's not really our typical cooling that we see with a heat wave. It's you're not going to be able to open your windows, you know, to get the cooler air in at night like we normally do in heat waves that we see in the summertime. Hence why we are continuing the excessive heat warning across the region. So the heat risk for today, widespread magenta, and then as you saw in the previous slides, the temperatures do start to decrease, so our aerial coverage of the magenta will start to decrease as well through Sunday. So we had talked last time about the historic longevity of this heat wave with the record consecutive days of 100 degrees or more in Spokane being 6. So far we're at 3. Today we'll make 4. So we will at least tie our second place consecutive days. Currently, we're forecasting 98 to 99 for Thursday through Saturday. So there is the potential that we could still reach 100 degrees at the airport. I would say for Thursday and Friday, the chances of Spokane Airport seeing 100 degrees or more is about 40 to 50% as it stands right now. And that's because we're going to be seeing some potential cloud cover, and we're going to talk about that when we talk about our thunderstorms. So the isolated thunderstorm threat for today is very small, just extreme southern Washington and the southern Idaho panhandle. But again, it would be after 4 o'clock this evening. The main hazard would be lightning, and the impact would be potential fire starts from that lightning. But the point about tonight's thunderstorms is there will be for sure thunderstorms down in Oregon and parts of western Idaho south of us. And when those thunderstorms decrease tonight, we'll see a lot of that elevated cloud cover from those thunderstorms move into our region. I would say probably like Moses Lake to Republic eastward. They could see an increase in cloud cover potential tomorrow, which is why we're going a couple of degrees cooler. And some models are even showing some elevated instability, but very low confidence of any thunderstorms across other areas that are, the rest of the forecast area. The area in green is the best threat. But with these thunderstorms, there would be little to no rain with them. So Thursday and Friday, you can see, again, we extended a little bit further. So we're going into portions of the northern portions of Idaho Panhandle and across the Canadian border. I would say the best threat would be along the Canadian border and mostly south. So I would say the better threat is Lewiston to Moscow to southern, like south of I-90 in Shoshone County. That's really the better threat of thunder for Thursday and Friday across the region. Our 8 to 14 day outlook is still, this takes us through July 13th. It is still showing below average precipitation and above average temperatures. So with this hot conditions we've had, we have really dried out our fuels. So dry conditions continue, and any new fires, there's the danger of just the fuels are so dried and cured that fire could be carried along the dead fuels across the region. And we just we'll continue messaging heat and how to beat the heat. I know there's many counties that have cooling facilities set up to help during this excessive heat. So in summary, the hottest day was yesterday, record temperatures today, and then we start cooling Friday through Sunday, but still 20 degrees or so above average. And then our thunderstorms, the best threat is Thursday and Friday. So I will unmute you guys, and we can talk if you guys have any questions. And hold on a second while I try to unmute you. Okay. You guys have to unmute yourself, but I have unmuted you. I will look at your questions as well. But you're welcome to ask questions now if you have anything. Yeah, I can hear you. Right. Okay. Good question. So things will remain very unstable, but the better, so the winds and it's going to be dry. The RHs are going to be probably 10 to 20%. The winds for today, tomorrow, probably not too bad. Starting Friday through the weekend, especially for the Cascade Gaps, the Columbia Basin, into the Palouse and the Spokane area, I would say you'll see afternoon winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts probably up to about 25. So our criteria is sustained 15, for several hours with more than one location reaching that. So right now our confidence isn't high in that occurring, but it will be breezy in the afternoon for those locations. And there are lots of, 10-hour fuels that are cured and dried. And if something were to happen, fire would be, easily carried in those fuels. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. The excessive heat warning is in effect until Sunday, July 4th at 7 p.m. Are there any other questions? Well, you guys know how to reach us. You can always call or email, and I will send out these slides and post it on YouTube. And you guys stay safe this holiday weekend.